Ladies and gentlemen, the Power Trip Morning Show is ready for an initials game major at Treasure Island Resort and Casino, the first major of the year. Resort. I can't talk. I don't know, but I think I'm ready for the initials. Are you guys ready for the initials game out there? What a great crowd of people. And Corey, we have a very special listener on the dais.
Yeah, Jesse is going to give it a shot. He has low expectations for himself, but why not?
Jesse!
Yeah, baby.
All right, should we get this thing started?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's go. Hit it, Maxo.
It's time for Initials Major Round 1 on the Power Trip.
Nailed it, Zach. Way to go, buddy.
Hey, Zacho, you killed that.
Hell of a job.
You spoke without moving your mouth.
All right, so it is best out of 30. There are 3 rounds of 10. Each round features a different set of initials, and each round features a caller taking a shot at the jackpot. So we'll get to that in a second. But first, let's go around the room. Meat Sauce, a week ago, you became the all-time wins leader.
Boo.
You are the all-time points leader. You have major victories under your belt. What happens if you get another major victory today at Treasure Island Resort and Casino?
Thank you, Corey. I'm sponsored by my friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. All 7th Avenue pizzas are on sale for $8.99 at all Kowalski's locations. If I win, tweet me and tag 7th Avenue Pizza through the end of the day, and one lucky winner will receive $100 to put towards restocking your freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza.
Chris, with a bunch of wins in the last couple of months, you're also a former major winner. Chris, what happens if you get another title today?
Everybody's diddling.
Yes.
And,
Tim, put your hand down.
Radco and Radco.com is my sponsor, has been for a long time. If I win, you'll get 10% off your entire order now through Monday in-store or online at Radco.com. When you use the promo code initials, discount doesn't apply to toppers, but to everything else it does. Thank you, Radco.
One of the best moments in the history of the Power Trip / Initials was a couple years ago when Marnie won in walk-off fashion. Basically, it was so sick. It was right here on the stage, and she broke a chair and hurt somebody's ankle. Marnie, what happens if you win?
I am sponsored by my hometown friends at Great Clips. Is it an omen that last night's initials were GC? Oh, my God.
And one of the answers was Great Clips.
And it is great. If I win today, tweet me and tag Great Clips today through the end of Sunday. One lucky winner will get 1 year of free haircuts at Great Clips salons. Plus, Great Clips will donate $1,000 to the charity of my choice, RIP the Chairs.
Let's go. Oh, that's the name of the organization you're donating to?
No, that's not.
Yeah, they're raising money for broken chairs.
Oh, man.
They're gonna need
It's a real problem.
Well, I mean, somebody needs to adopt those chairs.
Absolutely.
Zach, you are making your initials major debut. You're a former champion, though, and I believe, Zach, if my numbers are correct, I think you have 67 career points, so just 2 points away from a milestone.
Can we get it? I love it. I hope we can get it because I am sponsored by my friends at ABC, American Building Contractors. And if I win today, tweet at me at ABC will help and at Zach Halverson through the end of Sunday, and one lucky winner will win a $100 Visa gift card.
Parrish has had that sponsor for a month, and I think he's been here once.
But I believe he won the one time
did.
he was here.
Probably.
So they're supposed to tweet you. What is your tweeter?
At Zach Halverson, ZACH.
There you go. Thank you very much. And thank you, ABC.
Sneaky good at this game over the last handful of years has been John Creasel. But John Creasel making your major debut, not far from your hometown.
Don't care.
John, how excited are you to get in the ring with the major today?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yep, I'm amped.
So you're the opposite of Jesse, because Jesse seems to set the bar low. You think you can win this?
I think I can.
Okay.
I think I can.
Who wants to see John Creasel get a victory today?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who wants to see Sauce win?
There we go. Good.
What about Chris? What about Zach? What about Marnie? Yep.
The crowd favorite.
What about our Rube Jesse?
Let's go.
There we go.
I don't know. It's like Marnie and Jesse are neck and neck. Jesse, so where are you from? What city?
Hastings.
From Hastings. So a quick drive here from Treasure Island Resort and Casino.
Dude, I love that city.
It's awesome.
That's so cool. The downtown in Hastings, just full of antique stores and hookers.
What?
Jeez.
The best.
It's not untrue.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse, you say you listen all the time, and you normally get one or so.
About that.
Okay, well, let's see if we can shock the world and get you
Yeah,
on the
let's
board.
do it.
All right, before we play round one, we have to give somebody a shot at $62,000. It's time for the jackpot.
Now it's time for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot.
1-800-320-5326. The St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot is currently at $62,000. You looking to buy a new car? Save money in your current car loan? Do it with St. Paul Federal Credit Union, now offering car loan rates as low as 6.29%. Apply today at stpaulfcu.org/KFAN. Federally insured by the NCUA. Thank you, St. Paul Federal Credit Union.
If you guys look up, about half the
Everybody.
crowd is on their phones
Should
trying
be.
to call in. You guys are all eligible to do this.
Hell yeah.
All right, so thanks to our awesome friends at St. Paul Federal Credit Union, this thing goes up $500 every week that it's not hit, and it's up to $62,000. If the caller gets one letter in the right spot, they still win $250 thanks to St. Paul Federal Credit Union. But if they say both in the right spot, they win $62,000. How sweet would it be?
U.S.?
U.S. All right, Max back in St. Louis Park is pulling up a caller. This caller gets a shot at $62K. Good morning, caller. What is your name and where are you from?
Hey guys, this is Greg from Owatonna.
Owatonna. Did you say Greg with a G? Greg?
Yep, that's it.
Right on. Greg from Owl City. Greg from Owatonna.
Is he here?
I don't think so.
No,
Sounded like-
I am
No, not a treasure island.
And
All right.
can you get here, Greg?
Greg, can you get here if you win? If you win the $62,000, can you get here before 9 o'clock so we can all hug you?
I kind of doubt it. I'm
Okay.
driving a semi down the road in Rochester.
Okay.
Oh, man, you own the road. Turn that sumbitch around. Give him 48.
Stay out of the left lane, please.
All right.
Can you blow your horn?
Oh, Jack, come on.
Calm down,
This
Zach.
is a family program.
All right, Greg from Owatonna. For $62,000, what letters are you guessing?
I'm going to go with B-H.
B as in boy?
Yep.
So B as in boy and then H as in Hawaii.
Thank you.
B-H.
Sure.
You're going
We'll go with that.
B-H. Okay. Greg from Owatonna. I mean, there's another option, but let's just leave that off the table.
Or put it on.
Maybe that's why Greg guessed it. Greg's going with B and H for a shot at $62,000. Does he have at least one right for $250? And is he still alive for a crack at $62,000? Greg in Owatonna. Greg in Owl City. Nope. No, sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. All right. Thanks to Greg from Owl City. Nope, those are not the initials for round one.
Before you read the initials, please, meets us. Write what she just wrote. Read what she just wrote on my paper.
You suck.
No. Hey, careful. Oh, is that other word a swear word or not?
No.
Oh, Jesus! I thought that
swear.
the fifth word was the word.
And that's how much he trusts us. He was afraid he was going to read a cuss word.
I thought he was going to go straight burgundy on it because I thought that was the S word.
You suck, and your shirt is too tight on your T's.
Now that is, and she well knows that there's nothing she could have sauld that would distract me more
That
than
is
those words.
Wait. Is that aimed at you or Sauce?
Oh, what?
Corey, what's up? All right, let's just play.
Let's go. Ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Again, no help from the studio audience. Please. Here we go. The initials for round one of Major 1 of 2024. We're going to go D-S. The letter D and then the letter S.
I knew it.
Yell out your name. Your name is your buzzer. We play best out of 30. Round one is best out of 10. Here we go. Number 1 of DS.
Clue number 1.
Can be short or long.
Clue number 2.
Commonly seen on a stage.
Clue number 3.
In a sense, this is a showcase.
Clue number 4.
In the truest sense, this involves just one person.
John,
John.
drum solo.
Whoa!
Brilliant. Good job, John.
Drum solo.
We are in deep, deep trouble.
And
Very trouble.
I was nowhere near that.
the more confidence John gets, the more you
Nice
guys
job,
are in
John.
big
Oh, my
trouble.
gosh, that was
a
great, dude.
Drum solo. Wow, Creasel, nice start.
We're in trouble.
All right, John leads 1-0. Here is number 2 of DS.
Clue number 1.
Features professionals.
Clue number 2.
One of the words is a luminous sphere.
Clue number 3.
Were moved.
Clue number 4.
Can sometimes be found in a box.
Clue number 5.
I'm going to enunciate here. Hold sticks. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Play their home games in Texas.
John.
Zach.
John was first.
Dallas Stars.
Dallas Stars.
Wow, John.
Creasel snipe sauce, which almost never happens on Clue 6, but John Creasel got Dallas Stars. Zach, you're a hockey fan, right?
Big one.
Here's number 3 of DS with Creasel leading 2-rip.
Clue number 1.
Known to break down.
Clue number 2.
Is a path of sorts.
Clue number 3.
This features waste.
Clue number 4.
This involves food.
John.
Go for it.
Digestive system.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my, yeah.
Jeez. 3-rip Creasel.
Who invited him?
Uh-oh.
Corey.
We got a ringer.
Who's loving this? Come on, make some noise for the
my
crease.
gosh.
Let's go.
This is a
Oh, John.
clinic
This
so
is
far.
good, John.
My goodness.
All right, Creasel has all 3. He leads 3-0. Here is number
Balls.
4 of DS.
Clue number 1.
Is a space.
Clue number 2.
Most commonly involves hardwood floors.
Clue number 3.
Very frequently features mirrors.
Clue number 4.
Features instruction or classes. Hawk.
Dance studio?
That's right.
Oh, good one.
Couldn't think of that.
Dance studio, and that slows Creasel down for a second. Good one, Chris. That is Dance Studio, and Hawkey's on the board with 1.
come on, all right.
Slowing down the Crease a little bit. I thought
There
he
we
was
go.
getting all 30 for
Me
a second.
too. Me too.
John Creasel has 3. Chris Hawkey has 1.
All right.
Here is number 5 of DS.
Clue number 1.
Commonly requires authorization.
Zach.
Yeah?
Drone strike.
That's right.
Nice.
Dude, that was fantastic.
Wow, Zacho.
Wow, Zach. Look at the applause. They're a little shocked.
Impressive.
We love drone strike.
Wow.
Let's go.
Drone strike.
USA. 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 I
Zach,
love it.
that's one of your best answers of all time.
Yeah, that was fun.
All-time guest.
That was fantastic.
That was a drone strike.
That's career point 68. That should have been
That should have been.
just one more. All right, you're on the board. Creasel has 3. Hawk and Zach each have 1. Here's number 6 of DS.
Clue number 1.
Was invisible in 2012.
Marnie,
Okay.
David Spade.
That's right.
Good one.
He was in that animated.
Wow, Hotel
yeah.
Transylvania. He was
What
the invisible
the
man.
hell is going on?
What just happened?
Drone strike!
Drone strike. David Spade.
Wow.
Marnie, Marty, what the hell?
Treasure Island staff, we're going to need a chair at the main stage.
Jeez. Creasel put on a clinic, and then Zach and Martin's just hit hole-in-ones, basically. Holy cow, that was fantastic as well, Martins. David Spade. All right, so Creasel 3, Hawk 1, Zach 1, Marnie 1. Jesse yet to score, Sauce yet to score. Sauce, how you feeling, buddy?
Man, I have absolutely nothing.
You got nothing.
In your pants.
Oh,
Jeez.
well, we go to the same meeting.
I know we do, buddy.
Here's number 7 of DS.
Clue number 1.
Sometimes used based on location or convenience.
Clue number 2.
This is applied.
Clue number 3.
Often connected to cornstarch.
Clue number 4.
Doesn't require water.
Clue number 5.
This is often sprayed and comes in powder form.
Hawk.
Go for it.
Dry shampoo?
That's right.
Good one.
That is
Good one.
dry shampoo. Chris did not believe in his answer, but that's the exact right answer.
Good one.
That's dry shampoo.
I wasn't even sure that was a thing. I really wasn't.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Dry
Nice job.
shampoo.
Thank you.
I was on deodorant. I was like, deodorant stick? No, what?
No, you don't use those.
Oh,
Jeez.
You said my T words were huge.
yeah, you did, Martins.
Sorry, Daddy.
Creasel with 3. Hawk has 2 now. Zach has 1. Marnie has
Good
1.
guys.
3 to go in round 1. Here's number 8 of DS.
Clue number 1.
Is a start or a beginning.
Clue number 2.
This is not considered traditional.
Clue number 3.
This involves somebody other than the usual target.
Clue number
Hawk.
4.
Hawk.
Direct snap.
Wow. You guys are on fire today.
Boy.
Wow.
That was really good.
Mark Parrish, wherever you're at. Good guy.
Dude, how did you put that one together? That was fantastic as well.
The not target or what
Wow.
you said.
Not the usual
Not
target?
the usual target. Yeah.
Damn.
That was great,
All
Hawks.
right, we got a battle now. Creasel and Hawk tied at the top with 3 apiece. Zach and Marty with 1 each. Jesse and Sauce, there's bagels back here and muffins if you guys are hungry.
I'm
Treasure
sorry.
Island gave
Sauce
us
brought his own
apple
muffins.
juice.
Oh, what do you leave her?
Just the top of it.
Jeez. Oh.
Here
Taking a
is
beating.
number 9 of DS.
Clue number 1.
Traditionally are black or brown.
Clue number 2.
Zach,
Go for it.
dress shoe.
What the hell?
That's right.
Oh, my God. What?
Dude.
This is
I mean,
ridiculous.
this is ridiculous.
Wow.
Dress
Balls.
shoe.
Laco.
Incredible. That was the first clue on both of those.
Yep. Unbelievable. All right, so we have 1 to go in round 1. Hawk and Creasel, you guys each have 3. Zach, you have 2. Marnie, you have 1. Sauce and Jesse yet to score. Here's the final item of round 1 of DS.
Clue number 1.
Often connected to great impact.
Clue number 2.
This is sometimes connected to the word pop.
Clue number 3.
This is sometimes connected to falls.
Clue number 4.
This involves a socket.
Bomb.
Clue number 5.
John,
John.
dislocated shoulder.
That's right.
Dislocated shoulder.
That's great, man. I kept thinking hip, and I can't believe I didn't think shoulder. Well done.
With dislocated shoulder, Creasel takes the lead after round 1 with 4. Hawk has 3, Zach has 2, Marty has 1, Sauce and Jesse yet to score, but 20 items to go. Plenty of time to catch up. Round 2 will take place in like 30 minutes. Round 3 happens.
That's all I could think of, ladies and gentlemen.
Happens at 8:15.
That's all I could think of.
Let's see.
Dog S. That was what he had in his head. More of the Power Trip Morning Show live from Treasure Island Resort and Casino after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show live from Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Shout out to T.I. for having us out last night. That was super fun. We gave away a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. April won the Rube game of initials last night. That was awesome. And again, one person here in the crowd this morning is going to win a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. Thanks to Treasure Island Resort and Casino. We'll do that draw in the 8 o'clock hour. We go in, 12 days?
That's right. And Corey, I wonder, as people are driving around, maybe they're somewhere near here, is it too late for them to come into Treasure Island and sign up for that?
No, if you're anywhere near, we're not going to draw for another hour or so. So you could still get here and register, because you do have to be present to win. But if you can get down here in the next, 50 to 60 minutes, you could probably have a crack. So why not? If you're anywhere close. Right, Marnes?
Everybody needs a crack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Marnes, you
Amen,
are worse
sister.
than any of us, and I know I have the proof. Hey, that was an incredible game of initials by John Creasel, but I think the most impressive part of it was Zach Halverson. I still can't believe it.
Man.
Yeah, those were great.
Yeah, it was very efficient.
You were efficient.
Yeah. You're batting 100.
Man, those were good. Marnie got one off of 1 clue. Zacho got 2 off of 1 clue. Creasel put up 4 out of 10. Sauce and Jesse were there.
I had nothing. When the clue when you said was once invisible, I'm like, that's got to be David Schwimmer.
By the way, our guest, Jesse, you were speaking with me during the break there. How much harder is it to play when you're on the stage than it is when you're in your car?
A hell of a lot harder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. I know.
Pressure's on.
It certainly is. Should we do the news?
Let's do some news. Let's learn something.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hawkey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
Let's make some noise for the St. Paul Saints, ladies and gentlemen. We love the St. Paul Saints. Sadly, tonight's Saints game has been canceled due to poor field conditions from the winter storm earlier in the week. But don't worry about it. They've moved opening day to tomorrow at 2 p.m. And don't forget, the first 2,000 in attendance will get a black and blue Saints hoodie. The grounds crew's done an amazing job to get the field ready for tomorrow's game against the Columbus Clippers. Let's hear it for the St. Paul Saints.
Love this.
Go,
Yeah.
St. Paul Saints. And don't forget, what's going on here real quick this summer with the Power Trip Morning Show, Corey?
Wednesdays at Bernie's. That's right. The actual guy who played Bernie Lomax in the movie Weekend at Bernie's, Terry Kaiser, is going to be at CHS Field.
Still can't believe it.
I
still
cannot
can't
believe they
believe it.
talked him into doing this, but the Saints heard us joke about it. They said, why not? And they called the guy, and he said, sure, I got nothing to do. So isn't he like 80? We looked it up. He's like 80-something years old.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's going to need a couple of guys to carry him out.
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
I will volunteer. I'll be his Andrew McCarthy.
What an opportunity.
Who wants to be his Jonathan Silverman? Let's drag that son of a bitch
Zacho.
around.
I want to be the lady who says never better.
Of course, you want to be the absolute whore. What? That's middle of July, right? July 20-something, maybe? I forget the exact date.
I should have it on, but I don't have it on my email. And
I think it's
apologize.
July.
Please look somebody. I know it's here somewhere.
While you look, by the way, they have these the Wild and the Timberwolves chips. They're coming out with the St. Paul Saints here at TI this summer.
Oh,
as
that's
well.
the best.
You're gonna have a commemorative St. Paul Saints chip to play with.
Those are cool.
2 o'clock on a Saturday, the first Saints game of the year. Come on, you can't beat it. But we have some news as well. Are you guys ready? Here is your news. And this is kind of news, but this is also kind of cool. I didn't know this was going on, but I'm sure you guys who are game show guys did. A Minnesota man continues to excel on Jeopardy! Sam Cavanaugh of Minneapolis advanced to the semifinals of the game show's invitational tournament yesterday. He managed to win despite missing the final Jeopardy answer, beating his closest opponent by $1.
Jeez. Good for him.
Yeah, he's appeared on the show twice before, winning 5 games in 2019, then winning the Tournament of Champions in 2021. Sam Cavanaugh, when he's done with this, I'd love to get him on the show and find out how it actually is to play a game of Jeopardy like that. That would be super cool. So
Yeah,
if anybody
that'd be
knows
great.
Sam, let's get him on.
And then somehow pit him against Do Young Park.
There you go.
Oh, man, that would really really be cool.
I'll say this again. I know we've said this a couple times over the last couple of weeks, but you watch Celebrity Jeopardy and you feel like an absolute genius because you can just run the entire board. You watch a regular game of Jeopardy and you're like, all right, I'm kind of smart. You watch the Tournament of Champions and I'm like, what now?
Yeah.
I mean, I have no chance. They make them so hard for this tournament because it's the best of the best, so they have to raise the stakes a little bit. Maybe the first question in every category, I got a chance at. The rest of them, I'm just watching geniuses guess the right answer over and over and over again. It's very frustrating, Marnie. It's kind of like Jesse and Sauce and Initials.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was going to compare it to. Mm-hmm.
Similar.
Also in the news, state and local law enforcement will start a month-long effort to crack down on distracted driving this coming Monday. So distract yourself all weekend, but don't be distracted on Monday. The Minnesota Department of Public Safety is leading the effort, which is funded by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Distracted driving is blamed for 730 serious injuries and nearly 150 deaths in Minnesota between 2019 and 2023. That means do not text and drive or they will pull you over. And if you're sitting at a stoplight, Zach, are you allowed to text or read your phone?
You are not.
That's right.
The loud intercom behind me said that. So,
Well, and the CarPlay deal makes it a lot easier to not do that. And one of the greatest things to do is to have Siri read your friend's texts.
Especially
and hearing the greasy stuff he says.
Don't have Siri read what my brother texts.
Correct.
Well, your brother probably doesn't text most people.
No.
I like though when she reads your stuff and then says, ha 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 ha.
Yeah. That's my normal response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like when she reads our group text and she says, Meat Sauce has responded to the checks chain Power Trip Furs.
Yeah. And 15 others.
Because it's F'ers, but for whatever reason, exactly, F and then
E-R-S.
apostrophe E-R-S. But yeah, Siri just thinks it's furs.
Yeah.
if you're driving in the car, Marnie, and it says Tommy Olson has texted that group, you just turn off the car.
Yeah.
Drive off the cliff.
Yeah. You probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do love your
Thelma
responses.
and Louise it.
Yeah. I do love your response to him. Gah. Most of the time. I love that. That's always the best.
Tom, what was your response, Marnie, when just a day or two ago when Mark Parrish and his lovely wife were out in California and they sent us that picture of Elastigirl? And like we mentioned earlier, Tommy immediately responded with a very graphic act. Your thoughts?
Yeah,
You and Carly stayed quiet.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Just lay in the weeds and wait for it to end.
Do you just shake your head when you see that text come in, or what's the physical response when you
I
see
just
that?
see the name behind it, and then I go to a quiet room.
Contemplate your life choices.
Well, I'll tell you
Make sure no children are around before I read it.
what you could do today, Marnes, is go to the movie theaters and see Godzilla and Kong, the new Empire. Who's excited?
Me? Are you going today?
Apparently, it's just you and I.
Yeah,
Nobody else is excited? All
you
right,
kidding?
whatever. I can't wait. Saucy and I are going.
Yeah, we're going to go, I think, at the 11:30 show.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's right.
What's the rating now?
100%.
56.
Come on now.
56? That's all right.
Yeah, it's better than the Ghostbusters film.
Godzilla and Kong is expected to make $50 million in U.S. theaters this weekend, $135 million worldwide, and approximately $40 from Saucy and I individually as we eat so much popcorn that we make our money back. It's
And
gonna be
Hawk's going to cry. And as we learned in the last one, Hawk, Kong was about to give up, and then he was just like, I'm so tired of this ass.
Yep.
Threw his shoulder back in place and then protected his all-time buddy, Godzilla. It was awesome.
Yeah, sometimes they hate each other, sometimes they love each other. It's like you and Corey, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, I would protect Corey. If I fell down, he'd be screwed because I can't get back up.
Yeah, and if you fell on top of him, he'd be dead.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I get mean.
So wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're trying to protect me and then you fall down and I'm screwed?
Well, I mean, I don't know. What if Godzilla came after you?
He's got a point. Yeah, what's your answer to that?
Right. One person out there said, right.
So you fall down and I'm in big trouble.
I mean, you know,
and so's the Earth's core.
Because of the earthquake, or
all right, enough shots at my weight.
Yeah, you're very skinny. How great does Saucy look?
Sauce looks great.
How great does he look?
I do not.
You do, buddy.
Lieber called me a muffin top 2 weeks ago. I'm never going to forgive him for that.
Well, did you hear what Marnie said about my giant T words?
Yeah, you and I are in the same group. We'll never forget that. Don't be mean to Hogsteady. Although you can see his nipples in his shirt.
I'm sorry.
See, somebody loves it.
Oh, good. In what has continued to be a great month for Boeing, the United Airlines flight from San Francisco to Paris was diverted to Denver last night because of engine problems. The Boeing 777 landed safely. The airline says it's still working to get passengers back in the air and to get its planes to stop falling from the sky.
And parts of the world.
I know, man. What is going on?
There is a way to filter on most travel websites now between what kind of plane it is.
Is that
Airbus
right?
Or Boeing,
Really?
Because so many people do not want to fly Boeing. I wonder why.
What does Delta use?
Mainly Airbuses.
Yeah, Airbus is a lot of
perfect.
Yeah. And finally, in what will at some point be the world's best NASCAR driver, nobody was injured after a 9-year-old boy crashed a car into a California Highway Patrol officer's patrol car in Oroville, California. The boy was trying to drive himself to school in his mother's car. Now, that's not a sentence I expected to say. He was trying to drive himself to school. I figured he was going to the casino or the hoe house, right? Am I right?
The hoe house.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
The CHP says an officer spotted a sedan stopped oddly in the middle of an intersection and told the driver to move. He thought it was Zach. But the driver suddenly took off, leading the officer on a short and erratic chase that came to an end in a dirt parking lot near the elementary school. After stopping, the boy threw the car in reverse, backed directly into the officer's patrol car, causing minor damage to both cars, and then got out and shook it at the officer.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
So, just so I have this right, so did he just miss the bus and say, screw it, I'm driving myself?
That's probably what it was, something like that. There were some of us who, I was way more afraid of getting in trouble at school than I was for my mom and dad. I would have done anything to get to school on time. I don't know why I was like that.
And Rubbin's racing, right, Hawk?
You're damn right. If I'm behind the wheel, we win.
And it's crazy because we live pretty close to the kids' schools. It's like a mile and a half away, so it's not a long drive. But missing the bus was one of my biggest fears.
Oh, yeah.
My kids don't care at all because they'll know, well, mom or dad will drive us. It's like 30 seconds. So they are so freaking slow in the morning because they have no fear of missing the bus.
Yeah.
Get your ass on that bus.
Yep.
Or otherwise, here's the keys, drive yourself.
That's exactly right. There you go. So that's the news. Thank you to the St. Paul Saints again. Today's game has been canceled, but tomorrow there will be a St. Paul Saints game starting at 2. Go, St. Paul Saints!
Sauce, when we come back, the Wolves front office is falling apart, but they have a giant game tonight. We can talk about that. The NCAA tournament rolls on. The Wild won, but still are screwed after last night's results. We have a lot of sports to talk about. You can walk us through that when we get back. Sounds good?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, more with the Power Trip Morning Show live from Treasure Island Resort and Casino right after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show live from Treasure Island Resort and Casino. We got a great group of people out here and a great group last night as well. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, if you have not signed up for what we're giving away in a bit, a Vegas trip, go over here and scan your phone right now. And if you're close to Treasure Island, even if you're not, it's worth the drive to qualify. All you got to do is scan your phone. You will be all set and ready to go as we are another segment away, by the way, from the second round of the initials game, Corey Cove.
Yeah, round one was impressive. It's not a runaway. It looked like John was going to get all 30 for a second.
Well, everyone knows I can't run away from anything.
Okay. John is in the lead, but it's just a 1-point lead. But everybody else just put on an absolute show. Some awesome answers in round one. You guys got a bunch after one clue, which was a gigantic waste of my time when I put this together a month or so ago. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, Kreese was really good. It was like he just needed to get his legs under him. And
Jeez!
And he was good to go.
Marnie. I love it.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
She's dialed in.
That's pretty good. She is dialed in. Too bad she wasn't during the initial game.
Oh, Marnes.
How many people out there think they would be good?
You saw that, right? I told you she's worse than any of us.
You guys think you'd be good at this game? Who thinks they'd be good?
She does.
Only like 4 people?
He
really?
does back there. He thinks he's good. Yeah. Yeah, you do as well. Yeah, me too.
Well, you might want to listen at 8 o'clock. This is the announcement of the announcement.
Oh, hell yeah.
The announcement.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Of the announcement.
Weird. Barb loves those.
So there's an announcement at 8?
Yeah, this is the announcement of that announcement.
All right.
I'm announcing it.
Just real quick so I know for sure, are we about to do a sports update?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go gamble. You guys come
All right,
with
sweet.
Okay, cool.
Wait, we're going to talk basketball.
Max,
That's a horse of a different color.
Brilliant.
That's the beauty. These slot machines, he can absolutely go gamble and still be a part of the show.
Thanks, Corey.
Yeah, I'm an enabler.
You certainly are.
Which one are you going to play, Hans?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, I'll see ya.
I don't tell my secrets. I wait till I walk by and it goes, "Hey, Hawkey, come here, buddy. I got some money I'd like to give you."
And then it's Tim Nelson behind it.
Yeah, and then everybody wins.
Yeah.
Jackpot.
Yeah, you better believe it. Yeah.
All right, Sauce, are you ready?
I am.
See you guys in 5 minutes.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
What else you gonna
The Minnesota Twins beat the Royals 4-1 to win opening day. Lopez went 7, scattered 4 hits, 1 earned run, struck out 7. The Twins did have some bad news. Royce Lewis got hurt in the 3rd inning rounding the bases. He left the game what the Twins are calling a right quad injury. He was 2 for 2 with a home run before he left the game. The Twins have today off, then they will battle the Royals tomorrow at 3:10. Joe Ryan goes for the Twins. That's Twins news brought to you by Quantum Fiber. Now go ahead, John.
So earlier you said that the TI Casino has made some commemorative chips with some of the sports teams on it, right?
Go on.
Do they have a Minnesota Twins one?
They will this summer.
Okay, but the problem is I don't think that's a good idea because it will be stuck in everyone's pocket. You won't be allowed to spend it.
Well done, Crease.
Let them hear it.
Well done.
I thought of that during the break. I was like, let's see if I can squeeze this one in. Thank you.
Solid.
Hawk, your thoughts on yesterday's big win?
Don't bother me. I'm gambling.
Hey, let him gamble. Let the
Max
man
Spin,
gamble.
right?
Leave him alone.
Damn right, Max Spin. If I had another kid, I'd name it Max Spin.
All right.
Nobody? Okay, thanks, guys.
The Wolves battle Denver tonight in a massive game that is at 8 o'clock. The Wolves trail Denver by a half game for the number 1 seed. Marnes, Denver is a 6.5 point favorite tonight.
Denver's been really good since the All-Star break. Really good. And we're tied with OKC, a half game back behind the Nuggets. OKC hosts the Phoenix Suns tonight. Now, I know they're struggling this season, but that still on any given night is a tough opponent. So,
Oh my God.
just a little blurb.
I love that sound.
10 games to go. We've played 72. 10 games to go, and we have 2 left in Denver. Tonight being one of them. 7:30 pregame on Bally Sports North. See you there.
Do you believe the next time they get back to Target Center, we will see the return of Glue Girl or Chain Girl or any of the Glenn Taylor Roast Chicken Alive girls?
You know,
and
that
guys?
has really died down.
Yeah!
It might come back, though. It might come back.
It certainly might.
I believe they're.
We'll find out on Easter Sunday when the next home game for the Wolves.
By the way, that's a live listen. Obviously, Chris is clearly, truly playing slot machines, but that sound is so great. We should just have that sound effect for 3.5 hours every week, Monday through Friday.
Is that Prosperity Link?
Man, that feels it's really good.
It's Fang Bian Pao Kitties.
Wow.
Excuse you?
Yeah, you heard me.
No. The slot machine, not what you're searching.
Oh, how dare you?
Zacco, that was really good.
Recent uploads.
Martins, the sale of the Wolves isn't going to happen. Glenn Taylor basically said they're no longer for sale. They didn't meet the requirements. Mark Laurie and Alex Rodriguez basically said we did. We're going to go to court and win.
It's going to be ugly. Your first statement, the sale of the Wolves is not going to happen. I don't know that that's true. I don't know that anyone knows that that's true. That's what Glenn Taylor said yesterday, that the team is no longer for sale. It was a shocking, jarring development. And he believes that those two have not met their requirements. They believe they have. And it's, again, not just those two. There are a lot of lawyers and advisors surrounding both sides. So somewhere there is some point of contention or wording or verbiage or loophole that they are going to pick apart and probably have a judge of some sort decide who is the majority owner of the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it could take a while. And I hope that it is very kind of quiet and done in the background while we go ahead and we go ahead and dominate these final 10 games of the regular season, because we got a team playing for first place tonight, and that's where the focus needs to be.
Right. Not on mom and dad fighting.
By the way, that sound you hear is Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lowry trying to win enough money to close this deal.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, that might have been enough. Hey, Martins, you know how it came out yesterday? Glenn Taylor, in a couple of different interviews, said something like, or when somebody asked him, it might have been Chad Hartman that asked him something like, well, was the money factor part of this? The fact that the franchise is worth more than it was 3 years ago. And he's like, well, that has something to do with it. And then he kind of said, all these investors that have been with me the entire ride, like, I feel I owe it to them to, do right by them. Well, I would argue, shouldn't those investors be pissed then that he cut a bad deal 3 years ago, right? Like, again, this is just more proof that he's incompetent. It's, I screwed up 2 years ago, so I got to make a better deal because these guys have been with me the whole time. Well, who cares? You've probably screwed them out of a ton of money over the last 30 years by constantly failing and not putting this team in a better position to win. And that's why the franchise wasn't worth more. So You can't go back and go, well, I got to make these guys more money. You made a bad deal 2 years ago if it was 1.5 and now it's worth 3.
Yeah.
I hope
with it.
I hope the courts absolutely slap the piss out of him and say, listen, a contract's a contract.
A contract is a contract.
I've since learned that it sounds like every financial milestone was hit. It was probably misinformation when people were floating out rumors saying, he didn't hit this, or, Lowry and Rodriguez. And so if they were hitting the milestones, this shouldn't be an issue. You shouldn't look at it and go, well, while we're waiting to close, the value went up. Now I can pull the rug out. No, you don't get to. So hopefully it ends up being their team at the end.
When you make a commitment, you got to stick to it, right, John?
Correct. Yeah.
Don't give him more material.
Yeah. This court battle is going to be messier than my first than my divorce. Yeah. So
hey, Martins, and also too, it's like, look, perception's reality, and I know Glenn's probably bitter that after 30 years, this looks like the best window of winning he's going to ever have outside of that 03-04 season. So he's probably like, man, I've been with this team for 30 years, and now I'm going to leave when the team is good. But how about just since the sale was announced, the culture is different, the vibe is different, the fans look at the team differently. So I think if it goes back to just Glenn again, it's going to feel like, well, we're just going to go back to losing in a year or two. It's going to start to go the wrong way. It's perception's reality. We all want a culture change, and I know that culture word gets thrown around a ton. Everybody wants to move on and try something new. Even if A-Rod and Mark Lowry fail for 30 years, we want something new.
Well, here's the thing, too. Winning solves everything.
Yep.
The culture is better because we're winning. We're winning because the culture is better.
Perfect.
It all feeds into each other, just like hockey's feeding that slot machine.
Yeah. Is it solving everything over there, Hawk?
Martins.
The only thing that I think fans would be okay with if
Brilliant.
if it somehow goes back to Glenn Taylor as the controlling owner and making the decisions, hopefully, if that happens, he will have looked at what Mark Lowry and Alex Rodriguez did to get to this point. They spent a lot of money getting Tim Connolly, the president of basketball operations, who made the move to spend a lot of money to get Rudy Gobert here, which started this whole thing rolling. So if there is a regression to the previous ownership, or which is still the current ownership, then lessons have to be learned that
Sounds like no lessons are being learned.
That in order to get to the point where you have a winning team, and I'm talking about a first place winning team, not just above 500 team, when you have a contending team, how did we get there? We had to spend the money, we had to bring in the players, we had to bring in the front office people.
Are you listening, Polad?
That's how you get a championship team. We need to continue with that way of thinking and that way of opening the pocketbooks. You just have to in professional sports. Am I right, Crease?
Marnie Gellner for president. Marnie Gellner for president.
Marnie!
All right.
Women can't be presidents.
You might be the first.
Good point.
If we can pull Chris away from the slot machines, round 2 of the initials major when we come back live from Treasure Island Resort and Casino. We're back after this on The Fan.
The Fan.